butterflies. Still laying up here on my sofa. That's where I am. Baby. But I've been watching YouTube, y'all. Since I've been off work, between my naps. 'Cause that's all I do all day and all night. I watch YouTube. Since I've been off this week, I take care of my business and I come back, I get back on my sofa, and I be like, wow, did she say that? Ooh, it's like I'm at a movie. I'm going to a movie every day. This stuff can't be real. I ain't never seen or heard of nothing like this before in my life. Can't nobody get along. Everybody coming for everybody, include me, like I care. Oh my God. I be like, you got from top-notch celebrity wars out here to wars that's so petty that they don't even need to be on YouTube with them. Ooh, wee. I'm talking about attitudes. Hey, yo, I'm talking about lies. I'm talking about deception. I'm talking about disrespect. I'm talking about manners. I'm talking about horror stories. I'm talking about the love of money. I'm talking about family matters. Horror. Tell all. Control. Verbal wars. Breakups to make up. Humor. Laughter. Pick a channel. You got it all. From channel to channel. And I'm like, this is better than going to the movies. You don't even have to pay nothing to go to the movies no more. You can just watch this stuff for free. It's crazy. Then you got bigger stuff out here that real celebrities are going through. This YouTube stuff is like small town folks, little people, and what they're going through. But they bringing it to the internet. And I'm like, do you realize that this stuff is going to be out here forever? And if you keep on addressing it, it ain't going to go away. Just because you come and you clear it up today, you're going to be clearing it up and clearing it up and clearing it up. You got to let this stuff go. No matter what the people say. If they ain't bringing you no proof of nothing they saying, they ain't saying nothing. Why? Oh my God. Y'all come on in. Dysfunction is very real. It's a shame people don't pick their battles. You're right to just, but my thing is, if you're a content creator, why is this your content? Okay, it's not going to stop people from talking. It's not going to stop people from saying what they're going to say. They're going to make up lies. Didn't I just tell you all the stuff we got going on out here? It's dysfunctional. I was always taught what goes on in the home stays in the home, no matter what. I'm so unfamiliar with all this family fighting. That's what I'm unfamiliar. Growing up as a child, we did not physically fight. We did not verbally fight. Our parents just didn't allow it. Now, after we got grown, we had some little verbal picks going on. And they was minor. They was minute. And the way you get around it, you say what you got to say and you move on. Let them still keep doing the talking. The truth is going to come out. It don't matter what you say, what you do. I'm still holding this phone, so if I get too low, y'all let me know. It's just crazy. I'm just like, why? Who is this? Let me get back up and speak to y'all and see what y'all are commenting about. Because this is too much for me. Okay, yeah, y'all picking up views. But haven't you seen where there are channels that have been out here prior to these newcomers who just came out here with the drama? Picked up 40,000 people in a few months and lost it all in the end. I have seen channels come and go behind the same stuff. Why would you allow yourself to get involved in it? That's my thing. And who really cares? I mean, yeah, I want to hear what you got to say in the beginning and your defense for whatever it is. But after that, I don't really care after that. I'm going to support who I want to support, and I'm sure everybody else is. But it's gone too far. It's bringing out stuff that don't need to be on the internet. You gonna see it. Your children gonna see it. And for as long as there's YouTube, your children's children might see it. I don't want a mess like that. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. I don't care about the little minor pics. I don't care if you hating and you got something to say. You backstab me and you got something to say. I don't care. Uh-uh. Because you can't come out and say nothing else, because I promise I'm at that point now where I've snatched a page. I have been through the storm out here with pettiness, but and let people just make it. But I'm at this point now where y'all are getting dangerous. Okay? So if it come to snatching the page, I'm gonna snatch it. Because you ain't got no business out here saying this shit. You don't know what you're talking about. You ain't proving nothing. Will it stand up in a court of law? No, it won't. You ain't said nothing yet that'll stand up in a court of law. Told a bunch of lies. And the truth always gonna come out. I told y'all a long time ago, it may take 20 years, but it will surface. Best stay off in your own home and mind your own business and do your own commentary. Because this stuff y'all getting involved in out here, it's too deep. It's way too deep for me. When the children get involved, the grandchildren, all these people who ain't got no YouTube page, the elderly get involved, the dead get involved, I'm done. I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. You already offline with me. Mm-mm. Hey, Mister. Mister, what's the weather like in Houston? I was going to come live from the balcony this morning. I stepped out there and it was cool this morning. This weather was horribly bad last night. When I was trying to do my live last night, this weather was bad. Bad. So I said to myself, no, baby, I ain't trying to, I sleep through storms and stuff like that. I have been guilty of sleeping straight through Harvey, all them bad storms that came through here. I woke up when the lights went out and it got hot in the house. He went outside, cranked up the generator, and we went out there in the garage. We had an outdoor kitchen out there, and we lived out there. hmm Kept the refrigerator running inside and shut down the house. Hey, Tajisti, Elaine, Auntie Millie, Ms.V, thank God I only worked 4 days, May through October. I needed today off. I worked hard this week. Hope your knee feels better. My knee feeling good. Whatever that last medicine he gave me, that hydrocortisone. Now, when I don't take it, it'll come right back. But as long as I keep it in my system, hey, I got up this morning and went in there early around 7 something and fixed my breakfast and took my pill. And them happy pills there. Mm-hmm. No pain at all, auntie. The swelling has gone down tremendously. And he told me to start doing some exercise now that it's not hurting. So my whole thing was I wanted to get out there and do the water exercises. But that's all right. I can sit right here on this sofa. I can raise it up and down. I can move it back and forth across, and just keep doing the same thing with it. Long as I'm moving it, because it'll heal faster. It's almost like a pregnancy. If you do a lot of walking and the things you need to do, knowing you're going to go through labor, you'll have an easy labor. Yeah. Hey, Miss Jackie Johnson. Good morning, Edward. You in here taking care of the ladies for me? Welcoming all the ladies and chatting with them. I appreciate that. Jean, you caught alive. I got your little message. It's sad, Miss V. And chat, good morning. Yes, it's very sad because these children gonna see this stuff. They can't help it. And how they may have looked at you as grandma or mother or whatever, they ain't gonna see that. A lot of lies been told. And a lot of truth is coming out. I'm not going to say that everything everybody's saying is true, but whether it's true or not, you bringing it to the surface. You letting the person know how you really, really feel about that person deep down inside. And it's blowing my mind because I haven't been watching that much YouTube when I was working. Just every now and then I see a little bit of it. But now I'm at home every day and I'm saying, wait a minute. Wasn't y'all just on vacation? Wait a minute. Wasn't y'all just going after somebody else behind something they had said? Wait a minute. Wasn't you just over there with this person? Now you done left them and they were all so good at that time, and now that you left, everybody bad now. It's some warped ass minds out here. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I think some of this shit is past therapy. I mean, because it's been going on for so long. None of this stuff that's going on right now has just started. This stuff has been going on behind the scene and it just surfaced. That's why it's coming full fruition right now. I mean, it's like whatever. And it's like nobody cares. I'm going to say it. And we're all adults out here. And this is no children's channels over here in this sector. I don't care. I don't even know whose sector it is no more. Everybody done claimed it. All I know is, like I said yesterday, if I claim this sector, they're going to be paying me. And this would not be the kind of sector I would want. Too much going on. Ain't nothing informational, ain't nothing informative at all whatsoever. People ain't learning nothing but how to be dysfunctional. That's it, and that's all. No way. Everybody, and I feel the same way y'all do. I think it's very sad because I'm watching a whole family unravel. Everybody. Dysfunction is very real. It's a shame people don't pick their battles. Like I said, I'm not in the battle. If I want to be in the water, I went in the military. Okay? That's never been anywhere I want to go. I praise anybody who went. Thank you for taking care of this country, but I wasn't the one. I knew that wasn't for me. I was glad the draft was over when I came along. Because a lot of people didn't have a choice back in the day. They got drafted and they had to go serve, whether they wanted to or not. Now it's volunteer. I wouldn't volunteer. That's not for me. Mentally, I can't handle that. Somebody giving me strict rules and regulations every day. And then I got to serve. I got to protect. I got to eat when I can eat, or when they say eat. That's almost like jail to me. And like I say, I applaud those who went and served and were able to make it through and come out alive. Because that's another thing. Everybody that go don't come back alive. Somebody come back crippled, handicapped. It's a lot can go on. I watch a lot of professional YouTube with millions of subs, not much small. You know, you probably watching better content too, because the smaller content creators, they're trying to gain, they're trying to build, they're trying to get their numbers up, they're trying to make money, and most of them really need the money. This is all they have. Without this, it ain't nothing else. And I just can't see myself doing that. Not for no money. No, it's too many other ways. Like I said, if you don't have no other talent, maybe you got to do this. But if you have any other talents whatsoever, you don't have to do that. Never seen anything like this. Smile, very dysfunctional. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jackie. My mama told me the kitchen talk stays in the kitchen. I've never heard that, but that's so true. And that sounds like it came from an older person, to Mine was always what goes on in the home stays in the home. Ain't nobody got no business knowing your business, what's going on up in your home. But I mean, for the last year, everybody been up in everybody's home. They don't live there. They ain't never been there. They doxing to find out information so they can bring it out here. What for what? Bring your own information out here before somebody else bring the information out here. That's the way I look at it. Get you a topic. and stay with some topics. We talking about dysfunction this morning. So we have to relate it to what we all see out here on YouTube. It's gone to hell in a handbasket. Good morning, Carla. I'm going on down, trying to see what y'all got going on. I only happened to come across the sector back when watching Treese on Facebook. She's telling us about some one on YouTube. Won't leave her alone. Curiously led me here, but it's not my usual style of entertainment. This ain't entertaining to me at all. This past, I don't know what you call this. It's just straight drama to me. I mean, it's more like a soap opera now. And it just goes on just like a soap opera go on every day, 5 days a week. That's the way it's going on, year after year after year, and you just keep connecting every day. And you got major players out here now, and that's what they're doing. But they're not getting the soap opera money, a couple of thousand. You know how much them soap opera people, why don't you try to get on TV and really make you some money? I never thought YouTube could come to this extreme. Cussing, fussing, raising hell every day, all day long. Go to bed with hell, wake up with hell. Just hell on top of hell. It's too much. For people that don't have breaks, something disaster has to happen for them to stop, unfortunately. And that's real, that is so real. And I hate that it has come to this. Because when the disaster happens, it's going to be just like what we see out here. Things just rocked along for almost 3 whole years. Beautiful, beautiful. Everything was beautiful. But it really wasn't. And we're not saying it wasn't. You're telling us it wasn't. You're showing us it wasn't. So now what? Where do we go from here? Once words are said, they can't be retracted. You can go around and you can beg a person pardon all you want to, but where's the patience with people? I'm very patient, even with those who talked about me for no reason. Can't one of them come out here and say not one thing I did to them? Not one. Their jealousy, their hate, and their evil brought them to the surface with whatever they did or said. I can't do nothing about it. So why do I need to keep going on about it? I don't. That's why I come on with my topics. When I'm through, get the hell on up off of here. Take me another nap. If I want to get back on here and watch and listen, because this is me. I've been out here way longer than that, Auntie Millie. I was out here when Courtney was a baby. I was out here when them twins was born. So I followed her all the way up to now. I've watched her grow up out here on YouTube. So I've been out here a long time, long before I even thought about being a content creator. I watched most of these people come into this sector, whoever sector it is. Because at this point, I don't even know. Hey, Carla. I'm trying not to miss nobody. It's cloudy and rainy in where you are, Tajista. It's not raining here right now. It's just overcast and looking like a storm. But it's cool this morning, so we ain't got to worry about no storm when it's cool. It's when it get hot out there, we got to worry about that storm. Those storms going to come up out of Africa and tear us all up. God going to send something. He always does. When we get this far out of line, expect something major to happen. To bring his people back together. We'll stay together for a little while, and then we'll go irate again. Then when the storm happens, you want everybody to feel sorry for you because your stuff is tore up. But what did you do? What are you saying? Yeah. Ever stop and think about that? I'd like a revolving door round and round. Oh, it's like a revolving door round and round and round. You ain't never lied, Carla. And then if it ain't you today, it'll be you tomorrow. They'll leave you. They'll go to somebody else. So everybody out here is just messed up, including me. I'm messed up for even being out here with y'all. It's too crazy. I ain't never. A lot of people who said a lot of stuff way back when, I thought, why are you doing this? But you actually were telling the truth. A lot of people had foresight to see a lot of things that were really going on because they were busy being nosy in somebody else's home. I ain't never been that nosy or never cared that much to be off in somebody's home looking to see if there's a fly on the wall, if there's an ant crawling through the door. Who cares? I don't live there. This is crazy to me. Hey, Miss Aretha. That lawyer daughter is very hurt and tired of the bullshit. Yes, ma'am. She has dealt with this all of her life. I never watched her until now. But when the baby girl started talking about the lawyer daughter, then I got to go over there to see what she got to say. So then I truck over there to see what she got to say, and I get me a lawn chair, put my sunshades on, kick back in the bushes with my beverage of choice, which most times these days is water. I can't even do wine because of the medication. And I'm saying, wow, they going at it. It's horribly bad. These are sisters. Whether they whole sisters, half sisters, I don't know what they are. But this is bad news. Y'all were raised up in the same house together by the same mother. But she fed up. To be a lawyer and to come out here and say the things that she's saying, she don't give a shit no more. She is tired of being tired. And I can understand that. Sometimes I get sick and tired of being tired. Yeah. And I just have to walk away from it. But she's using this as a therapy out here. That's what she's doing. And she's letting it all out. Everything she ever felt, everything she ever seen is all coming out. Okay? I honestly don't know what's going on in this sector. Didn't even know there was an issue with Miss America. We didn't either. Ain't T. Millie? I mean, I didn't either. Some of the other ladies did. I had her over here moderating for me and didn't know she felt that way about me. Now she trying to put out little messages. She put out a message yesterday that she said. The message in the green was what she said. She's talking about me. That she didn't know I was like this. And we don't even know why she mad. When she was over here moderating, she didn't like Jules. So she was taking a wrench. She was taking your wrench. Remember I kept saying, good morning, where's y'all's wrench? She did a lot of stuff. And now, she want to smooth it over and she want to make you look like the big bad sheep. I don't care what she say, what she does. Like I said, I was the last one to know because I don't look for stuff like that. But there were little signs. When I came out with that news break talking about the turkey leg cut, that's when she decided to make her move. And she's been trying to make moves ever since. When her daughter went into the hospital after the second wreck, I'm calling her, trying to find, because she had called me, hollering and crying and hooping and hollering and going on. Where I'm like, what are you talking about? So she finally got it out after a good 15 minutes of hollering and me trying to figure out what is wrong with you. Then she tells me about the wreck. Then she sends me pictures of the car. So I'm praying for this woman that you're going to be all right. Then she goes to the hospital. I'm trying to find out from her. And the message she put out yesterday was me calling Chef Mac to ask Chef Mac, have you heard from her? I've been calling her. She ain't returning my call. So what was that to put out there? Then you copying it and you pasting, saying something about that bitch took my channel or something. Girl, first of all, I don't use that word out here. I don't use that word, period. I don't call people. Granny caught me on it one time. Ask Granny. When I first came out here and Roz came out here with her BS, when she first came for me. She was the very first one before I even had a channel. And like I said, I forgot about that and moved on. There's too many other things going on in my life for me to continue beefing 3-4 years later, however long it's been, about what she called me a sugar mama. I could care less, okay? I know who I am. Too many people out here in life know who I am, and to have even said that about an older person was ludicrous to me. But that's what I'm saying. It's just people just say stuff just to say stuff, and then the subscribers who don't have a brain can't figure it out. They just because I said it, that's true. No, it's not. Everybody lying, okay? We've already seen it. But, like, I don't know. I feel sorry for Miss America. I really do. I was watching yesterday and I saw her go over there and apologize to Diva. She done run Diva through the mud, but she apologized. I was on Kendra's page yesterday watching her talk about her plants and stuff like that. I saw her coming in and apologize. So now she's going around apologizing to all of the people because she knows she's wrong. What she did is wrong. What's going on? Why? What's happening? I don't know. Unsubscribe. Hit the buttons up there. Do not recommend. I don't need that kind of drama. I don't need nobody backstabbing me. I don't need none of that when I'm trying to help you. You too grown for that. I watched only DJ and here. Hand to God, I only look when someone says something in the chat. Okay? And you probably lost if you only watch one or two channels. DJ is gone now. I haven't seen her out here and I don't know when. But she was a big part of that stuff over there. That's why DJ blocked her. Sending a lot of messages, unnecessary. She fooled with too many people behind the scenes. And every time I go over there, it's always something somebody done said to her about me. And I don't even know the people. I don't like stuff like that. Leave me alone. Keep me out of it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But that ain't my thing. Okay? Good morning, Thomas. And chat, the Bible says Satan is the author of confusion and division. And Pastor Thomas, you ain't never lied. And these people are letting Satan use them. He got to have some hands and some feet and a mouth and everything else because he's in a spiritual form. So why allow him to use you and do all the negative, crooked stuff? And why are you doing it? I mean, do you need dollars that bad? Get a job if you do. God, this is crazy. I'm sorry if you didn't get an education to do nothing but go to McDonald's. McDonald's pay well these days. Go flip some burgers, damn it. People can really learn from you if they wasn't trying so hard to hate on you. And I don't understand why you hating on me. I'm 70 years old. What do you expect for me to have at this point or not have? I have what I want. I've worked hard all my life, over 40 years. Some of y'all ain't but 40 and ain't gonna never be able to say you worked 40 years. Ain't gonna never be able to say you had a man in your life that did nothing for you. That's your problem. That ain't my problem. I ain't picking no man that can't do nothing for me. I ain't got nothing. Can't contribute nothing. If that's the kind of man y'all want, that's y'all. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I cannot say there ain't been one man from the first boyfriend. He's been on here. Yeah. He was a professional baseball player. I was dating him at 18. He was 21. Yeah. So I started off dating somebody that had something, was trying to accumulate and acquire and make something of their life. I ain't never wanted nobody sitting up on me, waiting on me to do something for them. I don't understand these folks. And then begging and scamming and doing all this other old crazy stuff. And when you got an able-bodied man sitting up in the house, what's he there for? That's what I don't understand. I don't have a single sub to anyone in this sector. Don't know these folks. Sometimes I feel I stumbled in. Ms.V stood out to me separately. She carried herself like a classy lady. And that's all I want to be. I don't want to be one of these old hood rats out here just from pillar to post and talking about this one and talking about that one. I ain't got nothing to show. I'm putting you down, but I can't show you nothing I got. I can't show you not one job I ever worked on and made no money. I can't show you not one man I ever had who was making money. I can't show you one car I ever had that wasn't a hoopty. And then I'm going to sit up and drag somebody else down if I ain't got it. Tell me what kind of sense does that make, y'all? I'm trying to make it make sense. Because ain't none of this makes sense. I forget that thing when I came out here talking about make it make sense. Everybody picked it up and ran with it. But at this point, ain't nothing making sense. Not a thing. A lot of people came out here and they tried to show you who they were and they lied. And the truth has come full fruition. It was just the lie. You claimed other people's property, other people's homes, other people's cars, other people's finances. You just lied. And you didn't have to come out here doing that. You came out here talking about what somebody else didn't have and you ain't had shit yourself. Then when people prove what they got, then you can't come back with nothing. Still. It's just crazy. YouTube is a short story that never ends. I guess you're right, Misty. It's gone in that direction. And I can honestly say it has not been maybe 2 years that it got like this. When the last of the content creators came in, that's when it got this bad. Now, before then, you had a few that came in. Some were pretty argumentative, but, they were basically just in other people's business, okay? And then when people started getting in their business, they kind of backed off and they started trying to do other commentary. And it worked for a while. And then when the numbers didn't grow, when the numbers didn't go up, then there they go back to the same old thing again. I refuse to let YouTube, I'm not going to allow YouTube to change who I am at this point in my life. I am who I am. I don't care what anybody else says that doesn't know me. Because that's all they doing is making up some lies and some bullshit. And why would you want to come out here and go off into people's personal business and stuff like that anyway? Like you ain't got no skeletons in your closet. That's what's happening. These skeletons are falling out the closet now. They coming out. It was like a whole closet full of skeletons up in there. They coming out one by one, walking all through your house into somebody else's house. That's why you shouldn't have never started this shit. You wouldn't have nothing to worry about now. But for everybody who's done that, yep, I've been watching skeletons fall, coming straight out the closet. Bam, bam, bam. And I think, some of them wanted to tarnish my reputation because, like I said, I came out here and told you from the beginning, you ain't got nothing to dox on me. What you gonna dox is everyday life for most people. But I guess they couldn't find nothing, so they had to start making up stuff. And then get people in the chat to start talking. Y'all are just as silly as the person who's saying it. You ain't got no brain either. You gonna believe something somebody else says, they ain't bringing you no proof of it. Duh. I guess your brain doesn't work either. People make up things when they know nothing about you. That's true. And I don't get that. I ain't never, ever been around nobody like this in life. Honest God's truth. Where they just make up stuff and just come out here with lies and deception and deceiving folks and making themselves look like life is just beautiful. It's glorious. I'm just amazed. I'm just so thankful. There's no problems in my home. Never have been. But you're looking like it had to be at some point. You didn't grow up in no mansion. You didn't grow up with no mother and no father. You didn't even go past high school. You didn't even finish high school, much less step through a college door. But you so smart. You could have been this. You could have been that. Coulda, shoulda, oughta, and woulda ain't worth a damn because that means you didn't do it. Okay? And you can almost tell the ones that haven't because they don't know how to deal with people from around the world. They're so boxed in, closed-minded. They can't open up to the world because they never been around the world. They're doing things now they ain't never did before. This probably is more money than they ever made in their life. That's why they gone crazy. The love of money, the root of all evil, done drove them all crazy. Lost their damn minds. Out here with all that bragging and I have this and I have that. Today, God could snap it away tonight. I've been with and without. Storms have come through here and wiped me out. That's why I don't get all upset and get all involved into material stuff. Because that's all it is. You ain't taking it with you. So what different? Enjoy it while you got it. Okay? I didn't lose my mind because everything was destroyed by water. The tree fell across from the neighbor's house on one occasion. And when I woke up, I stepped up in water. I got a little baby in the bed with me. My husband is out working shift work. My father-in-law called and said, y'all need me to come over there and get you in the truck. Are y'all all right? I'm like, it's water all over this house. I got to put on boots to get up out of here. I opened the door and the water was running into the water. Got to move out into a hotel for months. Yeah. I've had some experiences in life. That's why I can't get with these folks. Hey, friend, what's going on? Miss Joy, loving me, Tracy, good morning to you. Thank you for the roses. Denise, hey, sweetheart. How you doing? I don't know if you male or female, but good morning. Miss Melissa, in my opinion, is tree sector. It started because of her. If I don't even know how they select a sector, but I would say, in my opinion, it's her sector because she was the first one out here. She was the first one in this sector to make $1 million. She's the first one in this sector to have the most views and the most followers or subscribers in this sector. So if you wanted to be honest about it, how can it be your sector when you don't have what she has? Anybody can claim it. I could claim it, but is it truly mine? And what does it mean other than a name that this is the Latrice Allen sector? What else does it mean? Do they give you any extra money for it being your sector? If I see things from a business standpoint. If this is my sector, then Google needs to be paying me for this sector. I see that I should have rules and regulations, and there should be certain things that can be said and not said in my sector. That's the way I see it. But this Miss Diane, I'm going to call her back. What time is, oh yeah, she on her break. I can call her back. It started because of her. And that's what I believe. And that's why they named it the Latrice Allen sector. But it doesn't mean anything to her. Has she come and said anything about anybody else who's claimed it? She moving on with her content. She moving on with her life. In fact, all this beefing out here took a lot off of her. They're not watching her like that anymore. She's picking up new subscribers. She's over there doing her thing. I watch it from time to time. It's all about her life, her children, and the people that were coming for her. Now people are coming for them. So I guess that's the nature of YouTube. It evolved, got compacted and complicated, but I always felt Roz is sick on disability. I knew for a fact back long time ago that she wasn't working. I mean, some things just became smart in my head because when I kept telling her, take us to your job, she never took us. I could take you to my job, even if I can't do nothing but walk in the door and just turn the camera around, okay? Any job I've ever had, I could take you to it. Okay, I might have to leave you at the front door. Maybe I couldn't take you into the lab. Maybe once I went into Homeland Security on my job, I'm walking in the BWI. I have on my uniform. Okay, I can take you to these doors, but when we go through these double doors right here, sorry nada. I'm on the job for real now. Okay, with my ambassadors, I could take you to Hertz. We could walk all over the parking lot on live there. Their policy was that we could come on live, but it needed to be promoting Hertz if we came on live. Their clothing and everything else they gave us. Okay. In the classroom, you could do that too. You could sit out on the playground with the kids. Any job I can think of I've ever had, I could take you to it. But when she went into this room and you didn't see no people, you didn't see no name on the building, you didn't see nothing. I have never hid where I worked. My keys are around my neck all the time to keep myself from locking myself out the door. A $35 pickup to get a key fob to come unlock the door, or they got to come out and unlock the door. So I learned in the first month, after locking myself out a couple of times, I've never had to pay the $35 because there was somebody coming in the garage that I could follow them in. And luckily, I didn't lock the door when I went out to empty the trash. She's depressed, she's lonely, and she created this to escape reality. You may be right. There's something not quite right. I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist. I haven't been around her enough to know. I just know what she said and done out here on YouTube, and a lot of it was uncalled for. She created her own reality, is what I'm seeing. And it wasn't necessarily that the kids benefited from her reality, from what they are saying. But, it's her life, and now she's got to live it. The real reality of life, not her reality. That's going to be the difference going forward. You got to come clean now. A lot of things she said that I said on my channel. She's suffering kidney failure. She denied it. She came back later. She said she was in the last stages even. I came out on my channel. I said she doesn't own the house. Later she came back. She said she didn't own the house. Okay. I didn't know exactly what was going on with the car, but I knew there was something. I thought it was the son's car, but later to find out it was the boyfriend's car that she bought. He had the credit. I'm going by what she said, okay? And I listen to people and I discern things. I don't always come out here and bring, because I'm not a reaction channel. I could care less who damn house it is, who damn car it is, whether she telling the truth or whether she telling a lie. Long as she don't come over here bothering me, I don't care. And lying on me. Okay? That's the way I feel about it. Hey, go getter. It's definitely spiritual. Yeah, it is. And a lot of this stuff could stop if they picked up a Bible sometime, if they went and got a word from the Lord sometime. You can't go once a year and think that that's going to be enough to hold you. That one message is 66 books in the Bible. You need to go through all of them so you at least know right from wrong. Because a lot of right and wrong obviously wasn't taught in the home. Or you wouldn't be out here doing and saying what you're doing. And you got children too. And they listening to you. Okay. The Bible also says a house divided against itself cannot stand. Fact. It'll crumble on you, just like the three little pigs. They'll huff and they'll puff and they'll blow your house in. Yep. Brick home too. Back when the three little pigs had to store the brick home, I think it stood. The straw house and the other house, it fell down. All of them will fall down if it ain't right inside. Mm-hmm. Joyce says, I agree with you, Miss Carpenter, about Ms.V. Um, when poverty comes in, the love flies out the window, Ms.V. Jean, I never stopped to really think about it that way because, like I've always said, I grew up with all kind of people. People who were mentally deranged. The lady that worked for my grandmother that had been to the asylum, husband jilted her at the altar. She worked in the store with my grandmother, mentally gone. But wouldn't hurt a flea on us. Mm-mm. And my grandmother knew that. She was a protective anything. And she get mad at my daddy all the time because he was a character, much worse than me. Always picking at her, always messing with her, and she come unglued and cuss him out and going about her business. But she was coming right back the next day. When we ate, she was gonna eat. Yeah. And when she got through doing whatever she was gonna do, nobody gave her no assignments. She come out the store, she come in the house, she make up the bed, she changed the sheets, she ironed the sheets back then. They were mostly cotton back then. So she ironed them. She didn't want no wrinkles on them. And she really didn't want number white sheets on the bed. She had this thing for white. I guess it was pure to her. It was clean to her. I don't know. And she washed the dishes. She swept the floor. She's mopped the floors. And she gone about her business. So I could have been really, really spoiled having somebody to do everything. My mama didn't allow it. Oh, just because she doing it don't mean you not going to know how to do it. The lady passed away long after I was grown and gone. I had my daughter when she passed away. But just before she passed away, she had told my daddy, if Lil Sis, that's what she called me, Lil Sis, if Lil Sis come to town, tell her bring that baby out here to see me. And I did. And I think my daughter was going on 2 months old when I took her out there. And she asked me to hold the baby. I put the blanket in her lap. And she told me, she said, Lil Sis, this is a pretty baby. You made a pretty baby, Lil Sis. She is so pretty. And she told me, I need to get her a white dress. That's all she ever wanted. Everything needed to be white. Always going downtown with my oldest brother. He would drive her. And whenever she bought me something, it was white. White shoes, white dress, white. But, I played with kids in the project. In my elementary school where my mom taught, it was a lot of projects around that school. And we never had no problems just because maybe my family had more than they had. We weren't raised that way. You weren't going to eat in the house. We didn't eat in nobody's house. We went home to eat. But when it came down to playing with them outside, you didn't go up in the house either. We were able to do that. And we had all kind of friends. And some of those kids are my friends today. When I go back home, I see them from time to time. Last time I went home, one of my friends from the projects, Diane, was working at the car wash when I took my car through to get it washed. We sit down for a little while. She took a break. We sit down for a little while and reminisce from back in the day. I don't have no special people in my life. I have people on all levels of life in my life. It makes me well rounded. Let's get on down. What is the world coming to an end? I got a quick answer for that. We're in those last days. I don't care what nobody say. It cannot get too much worse than what it is getting. I was sitting up here this morning because I'm still getting up at 4 o'clock. So I said, well, let me see what's going on because I watch other sectors too that's much bigger than this. So I was watching this guy this morning, and he was talking about the Diddy case and how T.D. Jakes has gotten involved in that. Now, why would a well-renowned pastor, one of the biggest pastors here in Texas, get involved in that celebrity stuff when you know doggone well I ain't got to be at the parties to read what's going on in there. All of it ain't false. All of it ain't true. Some of it could be made up, but it don't seem like my kind of party. It's too much going on up in there. Stuff I don't believe in. A lot of homosexuality, a lot of everything that's sinning. I don't want to be a part of that. And And I don't have to go to his party to sin. I ain't sin on my own. And it's a lot of people gonna get caught up in that mess with him. Because when they get ready to bring you down, you better look at history. You better look at Michael Jackson. You better look at James Brown. You better look back at a lot of celebrities. When they go for you and now the feds is involved in this, a lot of people going down. Believe it, okay? Let me see. Facts, gorgeous queen. Wow, it's sectors in these YouTube streets. Yes, it is sectors out here. It always has been sectors out here. But in this particular sector, it has always been the Latrice Allen sector until here lately. Then all of a sudden, the lawyer daughter came out here and said it was her mama's sector. And I was like, what? When did Google send that letter? I ain't get it saying it was her sector. So that's what I'm saying. Anybody can say it's their sector. It don't matter. But I wouldn't want it to be my sector. It's too much mess going on up out here in these streets for me. The word sector was sort of made up by that group. YouTube has characterized videos like cooking or music, but when a group creates the same topic content, YouTube recommends them all to the alike video watcher. That's true. That's true. That's you got the beef sector and you got the cooking sector. You got a whole bunch of sectors. You got children's sector. You got a whole bunch of different sectors. A religious sector. And I still don't know how they classify you when you first coming in. If you say me, my content is inspirational, motivational, educational, and humor. How do you just put me in a sector? I don't get it from that. Is it because of who I've been watching? Because I've been watching people in her sector, but I've been watching people out of her sector, but more so in this sector in the last few years. Like I said, before then, wasn't a whole lot of other people out here to watch. And when she first came out here, Allergic was coming for her. It was her and Allergic. Yeah. But I had watched her even before she came on Facebook and YouTube. That app she was on gone out of business now. And if this one don't get straight, it's going out of business. Because somebody going to get sued. It's too much. You're telling too many lies. You're deceiving and you're doing too much. It's just a matter of time before somebody gets sued. And that lawsuit is going to take a while for them to go back and pull up all them videos and all that stuff you said and did. But it's going to happen. So far, ain't nobody cared about it because it's making money. Look at the views when you get on the drama. I saw views last I ain't never seen before. People pulling 9,000, 10,000, 11,000 views on one video. I've done that once since I've been out here. On one video. It ain't happened no more since. I clicked off and had 11,000. But it wasn't on drama. Not in this sector. It was on Steve Harvey's drama. But I saw it happening on a channel last night because of the drama that was said about them. People are tuning in to hear this stuff. I don't want that to be my entertainment. So there's really nothing gained by saying I'm in this sector. Most people came over off knowing or watching people discussing Treese or Roz. Before if Roz ever came and hit the scene, people were coming to see Treese. People were coming to see Country Wayne. People were coming to see what his name, Dad Ass of Melissa and Mr. Junior. That was it. That was all that was out here. I don't even know if they had declared it a sector at that time because that was it when I first started watching it. You know, all these people, like I said, they came on way later. Ross hadn't been out here that long, 3 years. That's it. Treese been out here, I don't know, well over 10, probably about 13, 14 years now. She's been out here for a minute. Like I said, I watched her from her 30s growing up with her children. Her children are grown now. Courtney's a grown man. He was a baby when I started watching her. Ms.V, you damn sure pretty. Thank you, Presta. Y'all hit that like button for me. Like, share, subscribe. That's me. As long as you're not bothering me, I could care less. Facts, gorgeous queen. I don't care. This ain't got nothing to do with my bills that I'm finna sit up here and pay in a little while. The ones that just came in. Got nothing to do with it. Not at all. It ain't making me no money. It ain't taking no money out of my pocket. You know. So what difference does it make? I came out here with that attitude. I'm back. I had a translation call. Okay, Tajista, the devil is definitely working hard. They're allowing him to work hard. He got to use their vessel to work. I be damn, get away from me. I don't care who you are. Because most people out here ain't who they say they were anyway. They started off one way and they flipped the script. They're whatever even they put in their profile ain't what they doing. Read their profiles and listen to what they saying. They ain't doing it. Nope. I saw in the settings you can select a category for your channel, but the algorithm sees what your video is about and who's watching it. YouTube recommended you to people watching videos similar to yours. Oh, really? Okay. Well, how did I end up in this sector? Okay, that's my nephew. I don't know. That sounds plausible, but when I look at it from what content I've been dropping out here, my content ain't nothing like Teresa's content. You know, I still don't get it. And it ain't nothing like nobody else's content out here. I've been bringing topics since day one about everything and anything. Just pick and choose. You know, sooner or later, people are going to start listening to what I have to say because I'm different. I'm not into the drama. I get dragged into the drama from time to time, but I like over my head. Girl, you're not on my level. We can't talk because you want to go back and forth over argument you created. If you call my home or you text my phone, who texts who? Who called who with the mess? Okay. But then I ain't supposed to say what I gotta say. Only you can flap your lips and tell your side. Because I'm messy if I tell my side. That's how it goes out here. Um, I'm not in nobody's sector. I come and go as I please. If your content is good, I subscribe. Simple as that. And that's the way it ought to be. You know, why a lot of people are bagging up together because they support this person and that person support them, and so it's a clique is what it is. But then what do you do when the click, the head clicker, falls down flat on their face? You back out and then you go get you another name and you come back. That's how you do it. That's crazy. Real crazy to me. But y'all, I got to get up and get some of this paperwork together, make these few phone calls to the people I got to. But I'll be back later on. I'll find another hot topic to talk about. And it won't be about YouTube either. Because this here has gone so far out of line until it really ain't nothing to talk about. We all seeing it. We all hearing it. And it's too crazy for me. I don't like dysfunction, especially out here on social media. Keep the dysfunction in your own home. Don't let it come out here. I don't care what nobody says. People didn't grow up with you, they don't know. And if you don't bring it out here, it won't be out here. Let it go, people. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later on tonight. Much love to you. Have a good day.